What is up, my home fries? It is OJplays, and we're going to be playing one of my new favorite games, Dead Cells. It's an early access game on Steam. Tons of fun, definitely worth the price of admission. It's very well done, probably close to finish. Like, honestly, they could sell this game as being done and people would buy it. Here we're going to learn a little bit about ourselves. We're this red guy on the left, and we actually don't have a head. And he's pretty much just being like, you should probably just go explore. You're not going to die, though. And this is a roguelike, so if we do die, what happens is we actually just start over again at the very beginning. And here we're going to see the very, very core mechanics of the game. It's going to be, you're going to have 2 weapons at a time, and 2 actives, which are on the Q and E keys. You can see them on the bottom left. We didn't pick up anything yet, but we're going to go ahead and find stuff, hopefully. So, this is actually my first video ever on this channel, or really just in general, and I am actually super introverted, so I am quite terrified right now. I don't know what to say or what to do. I just hope it all goes well. And I just I just finished my freshman year in college, so I'm a sophomore now, and let me tell you, making friends was absolutely terrible being an introvert, because I don't know how to talk to people. Like, I'd have like 4 friends that I would know, ooh, awesome, we got a sword. Well, we got a blueprint, so if we get that to the end of the level, we can give it to someone that I'll show you guys later, hopefully, if I don't die, which is always an option. And we can use the dead cells, which are like the blue things that we've been picking up, and we can unlock stuff, which makes our time easier. But anyways, so I was a freshman and I had to make friends, and pretty much what I would do in high school, I mean, it's a smaller community, so like people kind of already know you, and people already kind of knew me as like that slightly weird kid. And what I would do is I would do power moves on people. I had a car, and a lot of people in my high school didn't, so I would often give rides to people, and one of the first things I would ask people that I was giving a ride to would be like, we'd be having a completely normal conversation. We'd be like, oh, where are you going? Oh, that's cool, how's chemistry going? And then I would just whip out of nowhere, I'd just be like, hey, so, what kind of porn are you into? And it is amazing the kind of responses that you get, just how honest people are. They'll be like, hey, yeah, I'm just into hardcore BDSM porn. I'm just whoa. I was just joking, but I'm glad we now share something together that we can talk about. And honestly, doing that in college, you'll get a few people who are like, oh yeah, man, this is what I'm into, and then it's hilarious. By the way, make friends with those people, because those people are generally fun to be around, and I highly recommend spending time with them. But then you'd also get the other people who would give you really weird looks, and well, oh, another pickup. And well, I figured something out. If you're attractive, you can get by saying anything, really. People will be like, oh, you're just one of those weird but attractive people, so it's totally fine. Oh, chests, of course, will give us good stuff, ooh, this is a fun weapon. It's probably one of my favorite weapons. You attack 3 times, and the 3rd one, you just kill anything in your way. But anyways, if you're attractive, you can get away with saying a lot more than if you're unattractive. Me, I'm a 6 or a 7, maybe an 8 on a good day if the lighting's really good and it's pretty dim outside. From the front at least. So I can get by saying sort of weird stuff. Nothing too weird, but a little bit on the fringe side. But from the side though, I'm a -4. I have the largest nose that you've ever seen. I've been swimming sometimes, doing the backstroke, and people are like, get out of the water, there's a shark. And I'm like, nope, sorry, that's literally just me and my nose that people think is a mountain sometimes. So the people I'd be talking to in college, if I was talking to them face on, they'd be like, huh, you're so funny. If I was somehow sideways talking to them, they would by the time I would look over, they'd just have run. They'd be 500 feet away. But you know what? I think that, oh, this guy is the collector. He lets us buy the upgrades. The first upgrade we're going to get is probably the most useful, and this is more of how it's more Dark Soulsian. it's a health potion. So it works just like, what was it, the Estus flask or whatever. I'm also going to unlock the blood sword because it's my like second favorite weapon. And then now we can upgrade these guys, and that will give us just a random bow or a shield in the beginning rather than that like boring starting stuff. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. It was let's see, college. Anyway, we'll just move on. Okay, when you upgrade something, you can go ahead and pick it up. This guy, I might have gotten it, but it's ×2 damage dealt and ×2 damage received. I'm pretty bad at this game. Oh, probably should get rid of the rest of my cells. Oh yeah, if I were to die with my cells not used, they would go ahead and just take them away from me. I'm gonna start investing in this other health potion because more health potions mean more lives. Oh, I remember now. Back to Dark Souls and all of that kind of stuff. If you go ahead, when I get hit, I can go ahead and hit F, and that will heal me, and that gets recharged based on how many upgrades I have into it, and every single time I get to that end of the level. And something I really like that the developers do is if I go right over here, they actually put secrets in the level. So went ahead, just picked up a blueprint, so if I get to the end of the level, I can go ahead and give the okay. Cool. So yeah, I'm pretty bad at platforming in this game. Like, the platforming is good, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not trying to pass it off as like it's the game's fault. No, it is 100% my fault. Like, I have never been good at platforming games. Hopefully I won't ever like force myself to play one for the channel, but we'll figure that out later. What I really wanted to show off was the fact that not only do they take from Dark Souls, like all From Software games, they also take the, what's it called? The, like, once you kind of get damaged a little bit, you can heal yourself by damaging enemies. Like, when I get hit, I'll get hit right here. My, like, little, oh, sorry, didn't mean to get hit there twice, sir. That orange bar, I can go ahead and fill that up if I keep on attacking. So, the combat, like, really rewards you for going ham and never looking back. Which, like, oh, when people are always like, never look back, I'm always like, you have to look back sometimes. Like, if you don't look back, how are you gonna get better, and how are you gonna suck less? Like, you need to learn from your mistakes. Like, that is literally all of, your childhood, is just, like, making mistakes and learning from it. Like, I'll be honest, like, I love kids. Kids are like, kids 10 out of 10. I can't wait to have some of my own one day. Like, but like, kids suck sometimes. Like, just like, oh, can you not? Like, I work at like a retail place, and every now and again, it's like people will bring their kids in, and I'm like, first of all, like, don't bring your kids into like a place if you don't have to. Like, it stresses everyone out, because like, I want to get you out of here because the kid doesn't want to be there. And, like, you don't want to be there because your kid's there. It's a stressful situation. So don't bring your kids to a store if you don't have to. And yeah, but, like, kids can suck sometimes. I know my kids are gonna suck because I'm gonna be a terrible parent. Like, not by choice, but just by, like, who I am as a person. Like, my kid is eventually gonna be like, Dad, I don't feel like going to school today. And I'll be like, you know what, Jimbo? By the way, I'm gonna name my kid Jimbo. They're gonna get bullied, but it's also kind of hilarious. So, I think I'm okay with that. That's rude. See, that just pushed me in there. Yeah, no, I'm gonna name my kid Jimbo. Might get bullied, but it's worth it for the lols. And like, he's gonna say, hey, I don't want to go to work, I don't want to go to school today. I'm gonna be like, I don't want to go to work either, and then we'll just go ahead and stay home eating hot dogs all day, because I don't know how to cook. Cooking, I don't think anyone has ever told you this if you haven't cooked before, but cooking is hard. Like, it is a rough environment, cooking. Like, one time I tried to make like a mango chutney chicken, and like I tried to like follow a recipe online. We didn't have mangoes, so I used mango juice, and I added sugar to it. And like, it just tasted like sugar. Like, it was like, it made me feel horribly uncomfortable with how it tasted. And like, it was not okay. But like, I survived, so that's good. Oh, so what I just killed there was like the first like kind of boss of the area. it gives me a rune, and that allows me to like go ahead and rub this vine over here, and I'll make it grow, and I'll make it bigger, just like something else that doesn't have to exactly be mentioned, because I feel like you guys might know what I'm already talking about. But anyways, so like I made this mango chutney chicken, and it just tasted like sugar, like 100% sugar, and I just kind of had to throw it out, and I felt really bad because I was making my roommates food, like it was like my turn to make food, and I made that, and they were not pleased. Like I was just like, guys, it's okay, because I also ordered us a pizza. Oh, I don't want to die here. I'm just gonna go ahead and take my healing potion. But like, it's not even just like recipes that I like try to make on like by myself or anything. Like mango chutney chicken, like I realize now probably should not have been like my first like thing I try to make as like someone who doesn't cook. So like I've scaled it back. Like I've started to make like box Kraft mac and cheese. Nothing against Kraft. I personally love your product. But like when I make it, like I'll eat other people's Kraft mac and cheese, or like the Annie cheese seashells, or like anything like that. They'll taste fantastic. Like I will cry as I eat them for how good they are. But then I'll make it, and then it tastes like air. Like it has no taste to it. And I'm like, okay, like I guess this is alright. But like, it's just super annoying. What is down here is the real question though. Oh, this is super stressful. Oh, we made it. Look at me go. Look at me not fail at platforming for once. And we get a chest. Excellent. What's in here? Twin daggers. Are they going to be better? They are better. Excellent. Not by much, but hey, little improvements are what make the world go round. So, but yeah, going back to me being a parent, it's going to be like just terrible. Like, I'm gonna like accidentally leave my kid places. Like I'm gonna leave them at bus stations and just like in water parks. Like there's gonna be like absolutely like I just feel bad for my child. Like I already know they're gonna have like a messed up childhood. Like every single day I'm gonna like accidentally terrify them. Like I'm gonna be making breakfast and I'm gonna set the fire alarm off. And like one day like I won't be making breakfast and like I'll actually have set the house on fire, but my kid won't believe me when I tell them, and then they're gonna like have half of their face melted off, and that's not a good look. Like being named Jimbo and like having half your face melted off is not a good combination. Like if your name was like Matt Jacobson or something like that, you could like pass for like not a like a hitman or something. Like if your name was like Jason Flair, like. And half your face is burnt off, like if you don't go into hitmanning, like I don't know what you're doing with your life. But my kid named Jimbo, oh poor Jimbo, he will just have a struggle and a painful life. Let me see. Keep on going. I think we're close to the end of the level actually, which is super nice. I didn't expect to get this far on my first run. I played a little bit of this game just so like I wouldn't be the worst person, and I think it's going well. Of course I say I think it's going well as soon as I get hit in the face. But to be fair, these guys are super annoying. Like those the gray ones, they like teleport, I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure they send spam emails, like let's be real. But like also they can't be what is this guy doing? Can he thank you. Like yeah, those gray things, they probably send spam email, like they like teleport around, they just mess your day up. I feel like this entire game just tries to mess your day up in one way or another. But those guys are just extra about it. Like they'll go out of their way. Like they'll like go ahead, they'll like hit your car on purpose in a parking lot and write a note that just says, maybe if you like guess what, you're a terrible person. Like you think it's gonna be something like, oh, here's my contact information, like we can go ahead and chat and we can like fix this problem, but nah, they just like they double down. Alright, so here, I'm gonna go ahead, enter into here, and then I'll actually see you guys next time. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day, and goodbye.